In this module, we're going to be going over a tool called Censys. This is a OSINT tool, much like Shodan, but I prefer this one because I can search for both hosts as well as certificates that are tied to a host, giving me a lot more of an attack surface to look through. Now, for the host, let's go ahead and go with our first thing. We'll just look up just randomly Tesla here. All right, Tesla.com, not down here, duh. Now, our results, we have over 4,900 results. But what if I want to trim that down? I want to look for just services. Now here we can find those services here that are every service that this is detected is connected to the internet belonging to Tesla. We have HTTP, we have SMTP, some IMAP, and we have FTP, if you like to try to look through those. But let's focus on HTTP right now. Okay, so we're going to select that. And now this is giving us all the results that are only HTTP related. Now, this also creates another problem because there are, again, over 4,900 results. But also, this is going to be from every HTTP port regardless of the status code. But we don't want that. We want something that we can actually work with here. For that, we're going to use their documentation in order to add an additional search query, which is to only present the services that have an HTTP response status code of 200. We hit enter here or search. Now our results are a lot lower. Now we have, instead of 9,400, we have 54, meaning each and every one of these IP addresses here, all of them are going to have a status code of 200. It may be 80, might be 403, but regardless of that, it's only pulling up responses that show a 200 status code, and this helps trim things down tremendously. Let's look at the certificate section here. Now let's clean this up. Let's get rid of this. As we see, it does not return any results. Let's go ahead and just put this just the regular domain name, and now we have certificates that belong to this company under different names. Now, what that also means is that all of these names here are owned by Tesla, and we can use these to attack it. Now, don't right-click and go to open a new tab, because it will just bring you to the Censys page related to this domain. So as I go ahead and do that, see here, we're only getting the results of the certificates that are only tied to this domain here. This is why we simply just copy it and see if we can get to this domain right here, which it is not really live, obviously, but it does show something that we can actually reach to. So that is how Censys works. Thank you very much for joining me on this module, and I will see you in the next one.